from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Danny Amendola on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he stopped immediately there. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. A slant to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Matt Prater.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them. And also, it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Jaguars take over.
Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, the Washington State product, leading the way.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew, but I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle, forced him onto the field in the second quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew, and connecting here with DJ Shark.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and we are tied at 7.
The kickoff for Jackson.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Stafford on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
At the 30-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 13.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Detroit.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 43-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. But another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, didn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a 1st down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Complete to Jones. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the 30.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Going deep for Eifert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And that one will fall incomplete. The clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Caught by Jones. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the 50, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Prater to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point good by Prater, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 81 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's complete to Jones. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Made at the 36-yard.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
46-yard
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Stafford. Jones has it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Stafford looks to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2, and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Got his man. It's Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Minshew to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Minshew and Chark on the hookup there. First down, Jacksonville. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Lions.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Jacksonville. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Christian Jones got him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 2nd down and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
2nd and 6. At the
Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy